Lord, touch your people this morning. Lord, visit them individually one by one. Let everything come out, my dear. Receive your deliverance. Let everything come out of you. Father, touch each and every one of them. Touch them in a special way. He's here. He's here. Oh, he's here. He's here. Our God is here. He's here. Our God is here to touch your life. He's here, your Savior. He's here to restore you. He's here. He's here. He's here to touch you. He's here to touch you. He's here to restore you. He's here to heal your wounds. He's here to mend your bones. Oh, Father. He's here. Begin to talk to him from your heart. Whatever you want him to do for you, begin to key into it in the atmosphere. Because he's here. He's here to touch you in a special way. He's here to deliver you of all the oppression of the enemy. You have been toiling, and you are weary of toil. Today is the day of your toiling. Because your God is here to restore you back, to replenish, to recover, and to repossess all that you have lost. He is here. Our God is here. Oh, he's here. He's here. Ashakata. Ashikosukabarikata Santa. Morokatataru Santarusha. Mekataru Santa. Mike Babaraban Santaru. Mukatarama 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 Shantara. Mukatarama Baramantarama. Oh, Jesus. There is none like you, Lord. We pray for your presence this morning, that you will come in a special way, Lord, and touch every one of them in a special way. Do not bypass anyone. What you did earlier, Lord, I'm trusting you that that is just a tip of the iceberg of what you have for them this morning. No one will live the way they came or she came. Hallelujah. 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 It's a heavenly language. Hallelujah. Oh, touch the Lord. Your presence is so precious. Your presence is so special. It's about you, Lord. It's about Jesus. It's all about Him. My Father, your presence is so precious. Oh, Father. Oh, Jesus. Touch your people, Lord, in a special way this morning. Let your glory, precious glory, your precious glory. Oh, Father. Yes. Yes, let everything come out, my dear. Let everything come out. Some already are receiving their deliverance. Key into the atmosphere. Oh, Father, we thank you. We thank you. We thank you, Lord. We thank you, Lord. Hallelujah. This morning, I'm just going to quickly share a scripture with you before we dive into our prayers. So you may be seated in the presence of the Lord. Oh. Shakabaliti. Is it our God? He's grateful. Let everything come out, my dear. Key to the atmosphere. Oh, Jesus. Jesus, Jesus, Jesus. Jesus, 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 Jesus. Oh, Jesus, Jesus. Jesus. Oh, Father. This morning, God touch every one of them in a special way. Let there be deliverance. Let there be healing. Let there be restoration. Let there be impartation. Let there be blessings. Father, release your angels here. The angels of the Lord. Oh, release them. Angels of goodness. Angels of blessings. Angels of favor. Angels of honor. Release them. And angels of war that will together with us this morning war in the place of prayer. Father, release your angels of war. Angels that are mightier than the prince of Persia. I don't know that prince of Persia that has been holding on to the blessings of people. Lord, release a mighty angel that will be able to defeat every prince of Persia that is holding on to our blessings this morning. Oh Lord, who is like our God? Release your angels of war. Oh, I need somebody this morning to get me batteries, special batteries. As you can all see that we need microphones. If the Lord is touching your hearts to sow a seed of microphones, do so. We need speakers, we need microphones, we need keyboard. Whatever that the Lord is touching your heart to sow into this ministry. So come 2020, it will be another level. It will be another level. Hallelujah. As you can see, we are struggling with the microphone. And you know our God. Our God is a God of perfection. Look at the created order. Look at yourself sitting here. Every one of you is made perfectly for His glory. He did not create you for yourselves, but for His glory. And for that which He has deposited within you to make it different in this world. Starts with you, with your family, your church, your community, and beyond. Hallelujah. And this morning, I pray that every gift and talents that has been dormant inside of you, that God wants to use, but they've been dormant, I call them forward. I call them to be activated, to be fully activated for God's glory. Hallelujah. Every gift, every talent that is here, let it be fully activated for the glory of God. Hallelujah. I'm going to share a scripture with you this morning. I know by the time we enter our prayers, I can see some of you already. You're not even going to be tired. Because you are ready in your spirit, you are ready in your souls, and you are ready in your physical body to tap into the atmosphere. Hallelujah. This is what we do once a year. It's a special moment that you must not take for granted. Take advantage of it. Take advantage of the atmosphere. Key into it. Decree and declare. Tell God what you want Him to do for you. Ask Him to locate you. Ask Him to visit you. Hallelujah. Today I want to talk briefly how to recognize the presence of God's glory. How to recognize the presence of God's glory. Hallelujah. We read in the book of Genesis, chapter 28. Genesis 28, from verses 10 to 16. The scripture tells us, Jacob left Beersheba, and set out for Haran. When he reached a certain place, he stopped for the night because the sun had set. Taking one of the stones there, he put it under his head and lay down to sleep. He had a dream in which he saw a stairway resting on the earth, with a top reaching to heaven, and the angels of God were ascending and descending on it. There above it stood the Lord, and He said, I am the Lord God, the God of your father Abraham, and the God of Isaac. I will give you and your descendants the land on which you are lying. Your descendants will be like the dust of the earth, and you will spread out to the west and to the east, to the north and to the south. All peoples of the earth will be blessed through you, and your offspring, and your offspring. I'm with you and will watch over you wherever you go. And I will back, and you will be back to this land. I will not leave you until I have done what I have promised you. Hallelujah. Jacob laid his head on top of his stone on his way to Haran, while he was running away from his brother Esau. And he had this awesome dream where he saw a ladder touch the earth from heaven, and saw angels ascending and descending. And then saw the Lord spoke to me, and I am the Lord your God, the God of your father Abraham, and the God of your father Isaac. promise with him. I said to him that I will give you all these places. All these things I will give to you. Yes. Hallelujah. You can discern and know the presence of God based on what happens there. You can know the glory based on the uniqueness of the atmosphere of your dreams. Hallelujah. You know, I said to you already, in the presence of God, all kinds of miracles take place. Hallelujah. So this morning, as Jacob dreamt and had his divine promise, divine visitation, because of the works of Jesus Christ on the cross, you also, you will be promised a great life, a life of abundance, a life of abundance, a life of freedom, a life of totalness. Sickness has no longer place in your mortal body, because the scripture reminded us that by his stripes we are healed. Because of you, Christ died on the cross. He died and said, it is finished. So I do not know what is still bothering your life. You're thinking that this thing cannot be done. I'm here to tell you that it is done already. Exodus 3:1-5 says, now Moses was tending the flocks of Jethro, his father-in-law, the priest of Midian, and he led the flocks to the back of the desert and came to help the mountain of God. And the angel of the Lord appeared to him in a flame of fire from the midst of the bush. So he looked, and behold, the bush was burning with fire, but the bush was not being consumed. Then Moses said, I will now turn aside and see this great sight, why the bush does not burn. When the Lord saw that he turned aside to look, God called to him from the midst of the bush and said, Moses, Moses. And he said, here I am. Then he said, do not draw near to this place. Take your sandals off your feet, for the place where you stand is a holy ground. I'm telling you how to recognize the presence of God. When you see unusual phenomena, unusual signs, unusual move of God's power, and you know that God is in that place. In Deuteronomy chapter 29, verses 5-6, God said to the children of the Israel that during the 40 years that I led you through the wilderness, your clothes did not wear out, nor did the sandals of your feet. You ate no bread and drank no wine or other fermented drink. I did this to you so that you might know that I am the Lord your God. I'm talking about Deuteronomy chapter 29, verses 5-6. The God is saying to the Israelites, he said, during the 40 years that I led you through the wilderness, your clothes did not wear out, did the sandals on your feet. You ate no bread and drank no wine or other fermented drink. I did it so that you might know that I am the Lord your God. God provided supernaturally for the people. I'm talking about how to recognize the presence of God. The people's clothes did not wear out. Their shoes did not wear out. For 40 years, they grew into the same clothes. They wore the same shoes. They remained new constantly. They did not wear out. They did not buy new ones. Everything remained the same. I'm talking about how to recognize the presence of God. In the presence of God, you see the unusual things happening, taking place. That's how to recognize the presence of God. The presence of God is not emotions. The presence of God is not willing. The presence of God is real. When you encounter God, you will see the tangible manifestation of His presence in your life and in and around you. I'm talking about how to recognize the presence of God. Jacob laid his head on a stone, just an ordinary stone, and God visited him. Moses was tending to the flock and he saw a burning bush. That is the presence of God right there. I'm talking about how to recognize the presence of God. When God revealed Himself in a special way, He comes in a way that will dumbfound you, in a way that will surprise you, in a way that you will say, oh my God, what is this that I'm seeing? This sight is an unusual sight. Moses said, let me get closer to see what I'm saying. The bush is burning, but yet it's not being consumed. I'm talking about how to recognize the presence of God. The scripture also reminded us that the children of Israel, their clothes did not wear out, their shoes did not wear out, because of the presence of God that was in and around them. The presence kept everything intact. When you are in the presence of God, sickness has no place in your life. The devil cannot oppress you, not depress you. I cast every spirit of depression from your life right now, in the name of Jesus Christ. I'm talking about how to recognize the presence of God. We learned in the book of John chapter 6, 1 to 13, that Jesus fed 5,000. The scripture says that after this, Jesus crossed over to the far side of the Sea of Galilee, also known as the Sea of Tiberias. A huge crowd kept following him wherever he went, because they saw his miraculous signs as he healed the sick. Then Jesus climbed the hill and sat down with his disciples around him. It was nearly time for the Jewish Passover celebration. Jesus soon saw a huge crowd of people coming to look for him. Turning to Philip, he asked, where can we buy bread to feed all these people? He was tasting Philip, for he already knew what he was going to do. Philip replied, even if we walked for months, we wouldn't have enough money to feed them. Then Andrew, Simon Peter's brother, spoke up. There is a young boy here with 5 barley loaves and 2 fish. But what happened? But what good is that with this huge crowd? Tell everyone to sit down, Jesus said. So they all sat down on the grass slopes. The men alone were numbered about 5,000. Then Jesus took the loaves, gave thanks to God, and distributed them to the people. Afterwards, he did the same with the fish. And they all sat as much, and they all ate as much as they wanted. After everyone was full, Jesus told his disciples, now gather the leftovers so that nothing is wasted. So they picked up the pieces and filled 12 baskets with scraps left by the people who had eaten from the 5 billion loaves. I'm talking about how to recognize the presence of God. What is impossible with man is possible with God. Man saw a huge crowd of people, that there was no way they could feed these people. Even if we have to work for months with our salary, we'll not be able to feed them all. They said to Jesus. But he knew what he was going to do through his glory, to glorify the Father who sent it to liberate us. And the Bible said he took the 5 loaves, he prayed over them, and he took the 2 fish and prayed over them, and everything began to multiply. Everything began to multiply until had enough, so everyone had enough to eat. And leftovers, whatever you have with you, God in his glory, in his power, can multiply it for you. You have something in your hands. You have gifts with you. You have talents in you, and gifts that God has deposited inside of you. And you'll be wondering to yourself, how far and where can I go with this? As you have just saw in the scripture, God in his glory, God in his magnificent power can multiply, can revive every dead situation, can change everything that seems impossible. So now stand up. We are going to talk to God. Whatever that needs multiplication in your life, whatever that needs the touch of Jesus. As Jesus took those 5 loaves of bread and prayed over them, asking him to touch you in a special way, as he took those 2 fish and prayed over them to multiply them. Now ask him to multiply all that needs multiplication in your life. Whatever that needs multiplication, whatever that needs the touch of God, begin to talk to your God. You don't have to wait for me, and I'm not hearing your voice. You need to lift up your voice and begin to tell him, Father, I have this gift. Lord, I have this talent, but I'm not able to multiply it. Everything is on a standstill. Lord, multiply me. Increase my life in a better way. Increase my life in a special way. Touch my life in a special way. As you did in the past, the word of God says that you are the same God of yesterday, today and forever. Your change is not. Tell him what you want for you. What if you want him to increase in your life? Father of increase, the God of multiplication, the God of increase. Increase my business, multiply my talents and gifts, to be a blessing to many. Father, touch me in a special way, as you have done in the past. Father, feed me, Lord, with your goodness. Feed me, Lord, with your goodness. With your goodness. Feed me, Lord, with your goodness. Feed me, Lord, with your goodness. With your goodness, feed me, Lord, with your goodness, feed me, Lord, with your goodness, me, Lord. With your goodness. Feed me, Lord. With your goodness. Feed me, Lord Jesus. With your goodness. Feed me, Lord Jesus. With your goodness. Increase me, Lord Jesus. With your goodness. Increase my life. With your goodness. With your goodness. Increase me, Lord. With your goodness. Increase me, Lord. With your goodness. Touch me, Lord. With your goodness, Lord. Touch me, Lord. With your goodness. Touch me, Lord. With your goodness, Jesus. Lord. With your goodness. Talk for him. Touch me, Lord. With your goodness. You serve a God of glory. You serve the God of multiplication, a God of increase, a good God who is mindful of your wealth, who is mindful of all that concerns you. With your goodness, feed me, Lord. With your goodness, feed me, Lord Jesus. With your goodness, feed me, Lord. With your goodness, feed me, Lord. With your goodness, feed me, Lord. With your increase, increase me, Lord. Come on, pray, people. Pray, 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 pray. Let me hear your voice. With your goodness, feed me. With your goodness, touch me, Lord. With your goodness, touch me. With your goodness, Baba, touch me, Lord. With your goodness, increase me, Lord. With your goodness, increase me, Lord. With your goodness, with your goodness, Jesus, increase me, Lord. With your goodness, you've done it in the past. You're doing it today. Do it in my life. Do it in my life. You've done it in the past. You are doing it today. Do it in my life, Lord. Touch me in a special way. Touch my household in a special way. Touch my family in a special way. Touch my ministry in a special way. Touch my life in a special way. Touch my anointing in a special way. Touch my home in a special way. Feed me, Lord, with your goodness. Feed me, Lord. Feed me with your glory, Lord. Feed me, Lord. With your, some of you will be feeling heat in your body. Begin to talk to him as you feel the heat. That's the presence of the Lord around you. And in you, with your goodness, feed you, Lord. With your goodness, touch me. With your goodness, touch me, Lord. With your goodness, feed me, Lord. With your goodness, in a special way. With your goodness, touch me, Lord. With your goodness, Jesus, feed me, Lord. With your goodness, it's about Jesus. It's about him, not about anyone. It's about Yeshua, the one that died on the cross for you. It's about him. With your goodness, feed me, Lord. With your goodness. me, Lord, with your goodness. Touch me in a special way. Fill me, Lord, with your goodness. Increase me, Lord, with your goodness. Increase me, Lord, with your goodness. Touch her, Lord, with your goodness. It's about Jesus. It's about Him. It's not about anyone. He's paved the way for you to tap into the glory of increase. He's paved the way for you to tap into the glory of abundance with your goodness. Fill me, Lord, with your goodness. Ashakata. Focus on yourself. You don't have to look at people who are manifesting, who are being touched by the Lord. Focus on yourself. You are here for yourself. She is receiving her with your goodness, Lord. Fill me, Lord, with your goodness. Touch me, Lord, with your goodness, Lord. Touch me with your goodness. Oh, Yabba, with your goodness. Touch me, Lord, with your goodness. Cover me. Fill me with your glory. Fill me, Lord, with your goodness. Touch me, touch me, touch me, Baba. Touch me, touch me, touch me, Jesus. Touch me, Baba. Touch me, Jesus. Oh, with your goodness, Baba. Fill me, Lord, with your goodness. Touch me, with your goodness. Touch me, with your goodness. Touch me, Baba. With your goodness. Oh, with your goodness. Fill me, Lord, with your goodness. Touch me, Lord, Baba. With your goodness. Touch your people, Lord, with your goodness. Touch your people, Lord, with your goodness. Touch your people, Lord, with your goodness. Touch your people, Lord. Touch your people, Lord, oh your goodness. Your people, I have for your goodness. Touch your people, Lord, oh your goodness. With your increase, Lord, with your goodness. Touch them with your goodness. Touch them. I shall touch them. Touch them. Touch them. Yes. Touch them, Lord. Good. Oh, your goodness. Touch the Father of our Kabush. Oh, your goodness, Jesus. Your goodness. Oh, touch your people. come out. Let everything come out. Don't swallow them. Let everything come out of you. Shekata. As the Lord works on you, don't hold anything back. With your goodness, touch me, Lord. With your goodness. With your glory, Lord. Oh, with your goodness. Touch me, Lord. Key into the atmosphere. Key into the atmosphere. With your goodness, feed me with your goodness, increase me, Lord, with your goodness, feed me with your goodness, feed me, Lord, with your goodness. I can continue like this until God touch every one of you. Oh, Shekataro. Until it touches every one of you. Abakatiro Boso. Oh, Kachataro. Oh, Katere Bosa. With your goodness. With your goodness, Jesus. Touch the Lord. With your goodness. Oh, with your goodness. Oh, my Savior. With your goodness. shikasata. Mekara shikis. Mekarabatabo Gurumase. Mekaraba Satarabo Kasaraba. Ashikatate. Ashikatate Bos. Atike Barebo Tirobos. My God, the God of all flesh. Is there anything too difficult for you to do? You said there is nothing too difficult for you. Some of you may be feeling it in your body. I can see some of you, you're already restless. Shakataribo. Megabatalikoso. Yes. Tap into the atmosphere. Collect that which belongs to you. Recollect, possess that which belongs to you. Tap into the atmosphere. You are a special breed, a special child of God. The devil has no place to steal from you. He has no place in your life to steal from you. His time has expired in your life. Oh yes. Oh yes. Hallelujah. Hallelujah. We are going to make some few declarations and then we will bring the service to a close. You see what happened when you are under the atmosphere. We have exceeded 1 hour of our 3 a.m. That's what happens when you are under the glory. You don't even look at the time anymore. Just continue to seek the face. Hallelujah. Hallelujah. We are going to make some declaration. I want to make this declaration that the Spirit of the Lord place upon me. We're going to pray against the spirit of mental illness. Many people are suffering from their mind. Mental illness not necessarily mean you have to go mad and be in the street. That's not what I'm talking about. Mental illness can attack from any angle. Depression, suppression, stress, so many. Your mind will be dancing left and right. You are thinking, you just can't control your thoughts. You're thinking here and there, and you're confused. You're asking yourself, what's happening to my mind? Why am I like this? We're going to pray and bind the spirit of mental illness. This is one the church never talks about. The church is always embarrassed to talk about deeper things that the believers are suffering from. But we must address them. Many people are depressed. Many people are suffering mentally. They just can't seem to take control of their thoughts. The devil will be using that avenue to torment them. So therefore, you are going to pray this prayer like you mean it. Standing up for somebody that you know suffering from depression, that you know is suffering from mental illness. There are so many believers that are suffering from mental illness, but nobody is talking about it. It's a shame, it's really a shame. But issues like this must be addressed. You see God's children living on antidepressant tablets. They live on pills to keep them going. But it's never God's will for us to live this way. No. You can't live under the glory of God and I've been living on antidepressant pills. It's not possible. Where the glory dwells, it's always intact. I'm telling you. What a God we serve. Oh, what a beautiful God we serve. He is a God of increase, God of restoration. He wants to restore your mind. I know many of you suffering from this and too embarrassed to talk about it. I wanted to make other declarations, and the Lord said, no, do this one. Do this one. So people of God, let us stand up. Oh yes, Father Lord. You are going to declare like you mean it. You are going to declare like you mean it. Hallelujah. You spirit of mental illness. Spirit of mental illness. Come out of my life. Come out of my mind. Come out of my mind. Now begin to pray like you mean it. Pray like you mean it. Pray like you mean it. You spirit of mental illness. You spirit of depression. Spirit of confusion. Come out of my life now. You spirit of mental illness. I command you to go. I command you to come out of my life. Perpetually I never do it. You spirit of confusion. You spirit of depression. You spirit of mental illness. I command you to come out of my life. Now pray like you mean it. Pray like you mean it. Command that spirit to go. Command it to live your life. He's been tormenting you for far too long. Now his time has expired. It has been expired. Now let it come out of your life. Command it to come out of your life. Spirit of mental illness, come out of my life and go never to it. Pray. You spirit of mental illness, you spirit of depression, I shall no longer take antidepressant. I shall no longer take pills to live, to survive. The blood of Jesus paid the price for me to complete wholeness. My mind will be intact. I command my mind to be intact. I wash my mind with the blood of Jesus. I wash my mind with the blood of Jesus. I plead the blood of Jesus over me. I plead the blood of Jesus in my home. I plead the blood of Jesus in and around my life. My mind will be intact. You spirit of mental illness, I command you to come out of my life. I command you to come out of the life of God's people. Shut up. Pray like a minute. Oh yes. Pray like a minute. Oh yes. You spirit of mental illness, wherever you came from, I command you to come and go back. I do not need you in my life. I command you to come out of my life. Go from where you came from. Go from where you came from. Go from where you came from. Satan. You spirit of confusion. You tormented my mind. You tormented the minds of my children. You tormented the mind of my spouse. You tormented the mind of my family. Your time has expired. You spirit of mental illness. You tormented me. You gossip. Pain. Your time has expired. I command you to come out of my life now. Come out. Come out and go and never to return. In the name of Jesus Christ. Oh, pray people, pray. Pray people, begin to pray. Begin to talk to God. Begin to tap into the atmosphere. Command that nonsense, that evil spirit that has been tormenting your mind, tormenting you for years, tormenting you for months. It's time to pray. Command it to come out of the life and go. Shantatana. You depression. Come on. out of God's people. You have no place in your lives. Jesus has paid the price for them to live and live. You spirit of mental illness, you spirit of mental illness, come out of God's people. The time is up. Shut up. Yes, 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 yes. Oh yes, oh yes, yes, yes. Hallelujah. And now we're going to pray this one. We're going to pray this one to seal the prayer that you just prayed. I fill my mind with positive thoughts. I fill my mind with positive thoughts. No more negative. I begin to pray. Fill your mind with positive thoughts. Fill your mind with positive. I fill my mind with positive thoughts. Thoughts of greatness, thoughts of success, thoughts of advancement. I fill my mind with positive thoughts, thoughts that will catapult me to a greater level, thoughts that will take me to a mighty place, that will cause greatness. I fill my mind with positive thoughts, positive thoughts. Pray this one, then we'll begin to go. Pray this one. I fill my mind, I fill my mind. I fill my mind with positive thoughts. I fill my mind with positive thoughts. I fill my mind with positive thoughts. Henceforth, only positive thoughts. Only positive thoughts. Henceforth, only positive thoughts. I fill my mind with positive thoughts. I shall not be tormented anymore. I shall not be tormented anymore. My mind is intact. Only positive thoughts. Thoughts of greatness, thoughts of success, thoughts of increase, thoughts of advancement, thoughts of my purpose. I fill my mind, I fill my mind with positive thoughts in the name of Jesus Christ. With only positive thoughts, I fill my mind, my home, my around me, my surroundings with positive thoughts. Only positive thoughts, positive thoughts, thoughts that will change my life for the best. Thoughts that will change my life for the best. Positive thoughts in the minds of my children. Positive thoughts in the mind of my spouse. Positive thoughts in the minds of my partner. Positive thoughts. Positive thoughts. Positive thoughts. Positive thoughts. Shakatero. Hallelujah. 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 Somebody give the Lord a round of applause. Give the Lord a round of applause. Hallelujah. How many are blessed? How many are blessed this morning? How many are ready to this service? Our Sunday service. How many are ready for that? Hallelujah. Our God has done greatly. And listen, some of you may dream dreams. You may still be receiving your deliverance in the dreams. You may begin to feel certain things. Even when you get home, your deliverance might start after you arrive home. You begin to vomit, poo, all sorts of things begin to happen. Just begin to tap into the glory, the atmosphere. Shatarebo. What is she talking about? Yes, that is how you get the deliverance. Yes, the deliverance you get also. That is one of it. Everything will begin to come out through the other side. Through the other side, I said. Through the other side. And through the other side. Hallelujah. May God bless you. May God enrich you. May He increase you. May His face shine upon you. May you be successful. Throughout 2019, you will not lack. You will be remembered for greatness. You will be remembered for success. You will be singled out to be blessed. Hallelujah. The hands of the Lord is upon you. Nobody will deny you the good things of life. You will attain your purpose in life. You will accelerate to greatness. The spirit of excellence has rested upon you. The glory of excellence is upon you. You will advance your life. You will be special among your peers. You will be special among your peers. In the name of Jesus. The grace of our Lord Jesus Christ, the love of God, and the sweet fellowship of the Holy Spirit be with us now forever. Surely, goodness and mercy shall follow us all the days of our lives, and we shall dwell in the house of the Lord forever and ever. Amen. God bless you.